I'm Margaret Ann Windsor, and I've put a lot of YouTubes and videos up over the last 4 years, Facebook, YouTube, all of it, and I'm in pretty bad shape right at the moment without explaining it, other than I have an immune disorder, and if I'm around toxic fumes like remodeling or construction or gas exhaust fumes, I get pretty bad shape. My immune system attacks itself, and right now I'm in bad shape. I wanted to put this up today because this kind of trumps it all, or culminates all of what I've been telling about mind control murders. Let me say and try to get it up on this video so that people don't have to go back and look for the background, at least some of it. I was doing a book in Marietta, 76, till April Fool Day of 80, when they almost killed me. It's unpublished, had a letter from the FBI, June the 23rd of 79, ongoing investigation, national security involved, issued by William Harper, U.S. Attorney there in Atlanta. So Larry Flint was shot while I was doing the book. He was shot March the 6th of 78. And one of the doctors I wrote about, U.S. Congressman and urologist from Piedmont Hospital, Atlanta, plane went down. I'd written about him, and I'm sure he was part of my, they attempted to murder me, but that's happened over and over, and they didn't get it, but they almost did it that time. Mr. Flint flew me out there. I'd never met him, although I knew this was a mind control murder, the person programmed to shoot him and kill his attorney. So he did an order. This is an endorsement for the presidency. April of 84, and this is just a couple of the mind control murders, and they've been treated for mental illness when that's a total lie. That's psychotic drugs given to a victim of mind control. It's torture. James Holmes, Aurora, Colorado, Century Movie Theater, Sandy Hook, and the young man Adam Lonzo that everybody hates, who's a victim itself, was programmed to shoot his mother and kill the kids. Now, I could go on. Here's Adam's Law and Walsh, John Walsh. I can't believe that these people don't know the truth. Most of them do now. I don't know. Maybe they just... But anyway, here's what I wanted to do. My father's Edward VIII, I found out in 83, married to Claudia Ruth O'Keefe, Windsor, never married this woman, Simpson, Wallace Simpson, American Spy. She married a double, a look-alike, and all the photos taken to defame my father, this man was the one in the photo, not my dad. My aunt is Georgia O'Keefe, artist. And this man, my own Uncle George, the illegal sixth, Elizabeth's father, she's illegal, he's illegal. He's here planning my kidnapping in 39, the year I was born, kidnapping 41. He's with Roosevelt and Elizabeth's mother, his wife, Elizabeth Bowes, Rothschilds, Rockefeller, Bilderbergers, the ones that kidnapped me. My own uncle helped kidnapping me, the Kennedys, part of the New World Order. So was she. So was Hillary and Bill Clinton, and it goes way back. Now, what I wanted to get into, and I'm going to read this last bit here and try to put this last thing up. I saw a movie years ago, 3 Days of the Condor, Robert Redford and Cliff Robertson. And in the very end, Robert Redford had told the truth, and he was on the run. The agencies were trying to kill him. He called Cliff Robertson, who had been his boss and who had turned on him at the agency. And he said to, I forgot which one said it to the other, Robert Redford said, I turned it over to the press. If they don't print it, I'm a dead person. So I've turned this over and over to the press, and now I want to just mention this. Okay, I'm Queen Victoria II, which I've told everybody. My father was a forced abdication, didn't even marry that woman. All of it a lie and a takedown. Illegal treaties that allowed the UN to become a hand, to be formed and become a hand of the global government, which is in power now, the Rothschilds, the Jews. and the Bilderbergers, etc., and part of my own family. So now, before this tape goes, I've told about mind control murders done in patterns, and there's lists of them, starting back before I did the book in '76. So what I wanted to say now is that I lived on the Appalachian Trail, if you want to look at some of my videos in the past and Facebook. Froze, starved, my jobs were shut down. I never saw Mr. Flynn again. So I kept trying to tell people like the Virginia Tech next door to me here in Blacksburg, I'm in Roanoke, that was a mind control that programmed the young South Korean to shoot and kill, I believe it was 33, and then shoot himself and commit suicide like Lonza did up here. They're programmed too. Now, I mean, this whole list, I could keep on going, like the psychiatrist at Fort Hood that shot him. He's on death row. These are victims of mind control. He finished school at Virginia Tech here, went on to become a medical student and get his psychiatry degree somewhere else, but he was born here in Roanoke, in Vinton. So now I want to go to this. I'm not going to give time or anything. I'm going to say this. On the 9th, a few days ago in the morning, I taped the following and some more and sent it, well, not taped. I mailed it and sent it to the media, which I've done over and over, and they won't print it because it's controlled by the Rockefellers. The media is. So I sent it off, and then a lady I had met last year on the Appalachian Trail, I had to go back there crawling and falling and getting fumes pumped on me for formaldehyde. I'm allergic to chemicals, and my immune system attacks itself, and they use that to run me. And, I mean, it's assault and battery. It's every law in the book been broken against me and my sons. But anyway, I met her out there last year, almost a year ago. Her name's Angie, and she was hiking and out for a walk, and her dog's name was Colby. You get into patterns, timeline, etc. Colby, as in CIA Director Colby, that is was in the boat a few years back, and it overturned, and I told way back then that was a mind control. Now, I want to update it. The first of this year, I had reason to call her, and she came pick me up. I did not know her last name. She brought me out to her home several times over the last couple of months. She actually lives on Mountain Pass Road, where I used to crawl and beg and go up the entrance onto the old Appalachian Trail, up to Full Heart Knob and all points in between south and north, and try to crawl and beg and get water and food to stay off the side of the road and be beaten and raped and all that, because I couldn't get jobs or anything, a place to stay. So it shocked me when I found out that she lived a half a mile down from the trail on Mountain Pass Road itself. That's the entrance where I've walked so many times up the trail. Now then she started telling me their name, her last name. Her last name's Queen. Here I've been going around telling all of this mind control murders done in patterns, and I'm the Queen of England, legal heir, Margaret Ann Windsor, Victoria II. Here her last name is Queen, and her husband's name's Brett Queen. And they moved here 4 years ago to this address from Asheville, North Carolina. Now, I'm not telling anything that you can't Google and find out their names and address, because I did it, and this was meant to be. I don't know if they were paid to do it, if their home was made. It's a beautiful home, and to be where it's at in their name, it couldn't have just been a coincidence in any shape or form. Now, if they were helped in getting the home, the jobs here, I don't know. But it didn't, mind control, I don't know that came into play, except here's the following. Her kids' names, adopted children's names, are Samantha, Castle, and when they were adopted, it's Queen. Her sister biological, Rose Castle, Queen, who married, the sister Rose married Nathan. Now then, the man named Nathan becomes such a part of this. He lives on Windsor Street here in Roanoke. Not the same guy she married, but it's the name game. like a game of chess.